Thanks to Rocket Money for sponsoring today's video.
Hello everybody! How's it going? It's your girl Merle. How are you doing? So true. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a good enough day. Maybe better than yesterday. Appreciate you. Have a seat, relax, and get ready to absolutely rumble because y'all, this video features one of the best roundups of recipes that I think I've ever featured on this channel. We're talking 3 rotation-worthy meals, all in one video. So you just buckle up because we're gonna be making high-protein vegan sheet pan meals. Oh yeah, perfect for meal prep or if you're serving a crowd, cooking for your family, your friends, or you just want to enjoy some hearty portions yourself. I'm not here to judge. Now, before you jump all over me, relax. High protein might mean different things to different people. I'm aware of that. I sourced TikTok for some inspo on these sheet pan vegan meals, and then I added my own twist to them in the form of, drumroll please, more protein. All of the creators whose recipes serve as a base recipe will be linked below, so definitely check them out. You can never get enough vegan creators, you know? Let's hop right in. Okay, so first up we have this stunning roasted cauliflower and chickpea tahini dish by Carly, aka Plant You, scrappy cooking legend. This one just looks absolutely beautiful. It looks like a really fancy restaurant shared appetizer. On our cauliflower, I've got this cute little guy. I'm gonna break it up into little florets. I like to do this over the sheet pan that I'm using, because why do it over the cutting board and make a big mess when you could just do it over the sheet pan and catch all the pieces in one place? That's why they pay me the big bucks. And we're gonna go ahead with these adorable little red potatoes, which are like some of my favorite potatoes. We're gonna take these little ones and I'm gonna quarter them. You really can't do this wrong. We're going to open a can of whoop ass. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna open a can of chickpeas. We're gonna drain them. You can use the aquafaba, the bean water if you want, or you don't have to.
But don't tell me what to do with my chickpea water.
We're gonna toss that in some lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 2 tablespoons of paprika, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of salt. And we're gonna mix that all up. When I'm doing 2 sheets at once, I like to use the air fryer sheet on top so that it catches like any of the juices or the oil that falls to the sheet pan below. It doesn't lose any of the flavor and it doesn't make a mess. So I combined my cauliflower and my chickpeas together and then I put the potatoes on top. There's no rhyme or reason, it was just for the size of it. I wanted them to have enough space. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna roast these bad boys for about 45 minutes. Oh, my mother's calling. Hello. Oh, not too bad. I'm just shooting some videos today to try to get ahead of the old workload. Oh, that's smart, that's smart. Oh, well. That's funny! And we're back. So, while our vegetables are baking, we're going to make the dressing. Now, this is where my brain came in. As Carly recommended, we're gonna start off with her base recipe of a half a cup of tahini, 2 cloves of garlic minced, 1 handful of parsley, juice from 1 lemon, 1 teaspoon of maple syrup, half a teaspoon of paprika, and 3 tablespoons of water. Going back to make this again, I would just put all these things in a blender because I decided to build this out by adding a whole can of navy beans to this. So this is gonna thicken this dressing along with building it out with some more protein and some more nutrients. Navy beans are awesome because you get some good old-fashioned protein, like 6 grams of protein per half cup, along with potassium, iron, loads of magnesium, loads of vitamin C. A great addition to this recipe, and not just because of the protein. Okay, before you go ahead and start chirping at me. I like protein, and I love beans. Sue me. We're gonna blend all of that together until it's nice and creamy and smooth, and that's it. It is actually that easy. We're going to now just plate this beautiful wonder of a dish. We're gonna take our bean tahini lemony dressing and we're gonna smear it all over our plate. And we're gonna go ahead and top it with all of our roasted veggies. And that's it. Then you get to just go in there with your spoon, swipe up a nice creamy, crunchy, delicious spoonful morsel of this delectable sheet pan meal. I really paint a picture, don't I?
Wow, look at it. I'm not gonna lie, I just dumped the rest of the sauce on top of it, so it's covered in sauce. But this is so gorgeous. This is beautiful. This looks like a bounty of youth and health and wealth. It just looks so good. And I drizzled a little bit of olive oil over the top. Highly recommend. God. You guys, I need more. This tastes like an extremely expensive appetizer that you would get at like a really nice vegan restaurant, or just, I don't know, like a Mediterranean restaurant. It's delicious. It is so good. It tastes expensive, but it's so simple and not expensive really at all. I think the beans add some nice body to it. And like I said, more protein, which is a huge win for me. The tahini is so complimentary with like the olive oil and then all of our nice charred, crispy vegetables that were like crisped to perfection. Oh, that's so good. I would serve this to guests with like a side of toasted pita bread because this is an elevated, delicious meal. I'm gonna say ease of cooking, I'll give it like an 8.5 out of 10. Flavor, I'll give it a 9.3 out of 10. And nutrition value with the beans, it's like a 9.4 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10. It's delicious, it's nutritious, and it was pretty easy, and it was relatively quick. Cleanup is super simple. I mean, it's kind of a perfect dish, let's be honest. Really happy about that one. I think that's such an incredible way to start this video. I feel like we're off with a bang. Now, let's move on to our second recipe. All right, so this video admittedly is mostly about saving you time throughout your week. Today's sponsor is all about saving you money. Why not have it all? Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower bills, and manage your money better. Rocket Money has helped me cancel multiple subscription services that I didn't even remember I had. And furthermore, you can save time by not having to hop on the phone and call them and try to figure it out. If it's not easy to cancel it, because they don't always make it easy to cancel it, you can just cancel it right there on your Rocket Money app. They do all the heavy lifting for you. But Rocket Money does not only just save you money from forgotten subscriptions, it can actually help you grow your money and track it. A feature that's really cool that I enjoy is that Rocket Money can actually help you lower your bills. It'll automatically scan your bills to help you find savings. So like they will actually negotiate your bills for you. From internet to phone services. You don't have to make any calls. They actually do it right there for you in the app. Something I love to use through Rocket Money is their budgeting. You can create a customized budget in seconds because the app shows you where your money is going at all times and identifies your top spending categories. They will notify you about upcoming charges, and they will even notify you if your account balance is low so that you can avoid overdraft or late fees. So take control of your finances today. Click the link in my description or go to www.rocketmoney.com/Merle to get started right now. Thank you again, Rocket Money, for sponsoring. Now let's get back to the video.
Next up, we've got these, sorry, I'm already laughing, not at the recipe. We have these sheet pan chicken fajitas. Fajitas makes me laugh because I just think, my fajitas! That doesn't sound anything like it. What does he say? My fajitas! How does he do it? You know what? I'll just put the clip right in there.
My fajitas!
No, actually, I think I hit the nail on the head there. My fajitas! This recipe is by Healthy Girl Kitchen. I have not tried one of their recipes before, but I'm very excited to start because these look fantastic. In the video, the OG video, and in my real life, they use Daring chicken. I would use Daring chicken as well normally because I just feel like it's the best vegan chicken out there, and it's a vegan brand. Love to show some love and support, but they were out of it at the Whole Foods closest to me, so I bought the Whole Foods vegan chicken, which was honestly half the price. So if you can't afford the Daring chicken one, spring for the Whole Foods one. I guess if it's good. We'll see if it's any good before we go crazy, but that was just something I noticed. First thing we're gonna do is preheat our oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. That is 190 degrees Celsius. We're gonna go ahead and slice up some bell peppers. I like to use 2 different colors, mainly because it looks nice. Slice around the top, and then we're gonna take the seeds and the stem out, and we're gonna slice these up into nice little pepper strips. We're gonna put them in our pan, and then I'm gonna add the vegan chicken in the pan as well, all in a row. Look how nice and organized this looks. It looks really pretty. Another reason to get 2 different colored peppers. We're gonna coat our veggies and our chicken in some olive oil. The original recipe called for a taco seasoning packet. I didn't have that, so I decided to just kind of make my own. I went with the New York Times taco seasoning recipe, which is 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 1.5 teaspoons of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon black pepper, 1 teaspoon smoked paprika, 1/4 teaspoon garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. That makes a decent portion. You can do less if you want. Once we've got the seasoning and the oil on there, we're gonna go ahead and mix those all up so they're evenly covered in everything. Then we're gonna bake this in the oven for about 30 minutes or until it is fully cooked. And that's it. I mean, that's really, oh no, that's not it. Actually, I lied. And then in the original recipe, she says you can use store-bought sour cream. I decided to take this opportunity to make my own vegan sour cream because I can add protein to it. And also, I want to show you how easy it is. There are a few different ways you could do this. I decided to use this Kite Hill vegan Greek-style yogurt. Well, first of all, it's unsweetened. It already has that kind of sour cream tanginess to it. I figured both the consistency and just like the general flavor of it would be kind of similar to a sour cream. In the past, I've used silken tofu. You could definitely do that instead if you don't have Kite Hill Greek-style yogurt near you. You could also try another kind of vegan yogurt. So I take my little blender and I add in my vegan yogurt, 1 clove of garlic, a healthy pinch of salt, and I blended that up. Like I said, if you're doing it with silken tofu, I can link a silken tofu sour cream recipe for you. I taste tested this vegan yogurt I made because I really just came up with this on the fly. It was good, but it still didn't taste exactly like sour cream. So I decided to infuse it with a ton of flavor, make it more of like a crema by adding chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. Right in there. I discovered the power of chipotle peppers in adobo sauce from a previous video I did, which featured one of Catherine Perez's recipes. Actually, I think the whole video was her recipes. Plant-based RD, everyone. Once you've got all your ingredients in there, go ahead and blend that baby up. You're gonna get this beautiful color, and you've got this delicious chipotle crema. That's fancy, and you know it. If I go ahead and check on our roasted veggies and chicken, the chicken looks damn good. I gotta give it to Whole Foods. It's better than I thought it was gonna be. The texture's really good. The look is very good. Very good. It's got charred like chicken would. It's delicious. It's like juicy, and then it's also charred and crunchy. I hate to give it to you, Bezos, but that is good. Again, I say support vegan brands over evil monopolizers, but if you can't afford that, you could always use this instead. We're gonna heat up our tortillas and then we're going to assemble. And now we just try it. I mean, it looks absolutely beautiful. It looks professional.
Even if you eat meat, you know this looks good. Come on, that is gorgeous. This is insane. This is nuts. The 365 chicken I got is really good. I hate to say it, but like it's quite good. It got nice and like crispy on the outside. It was really delicious and so flavorful. Everything crisped up perfectly. The peppers were perfectly cooked. The onion was perfectly crispy and it added a nice sweetness. The crema that we made is so delicious. The vegan yogurt really does give it a nice tanginess and a nice kick to it. This feels elite. I'm about to have like a little game night. I think I might actually make this. Ease of recipe, I'm gonna give this a good 8 out of 10. Pretty easy, simple cleanup, maybe even an 8.5 out of 10. Taste, 9.5 out of 10. Delicious, fantastic. Crema, amazing. Nutritional value, I'm gonna give it a good 9 out of 10. I think it's like super healthy, got great protein to it, got some nice carbs. It does get the fat from the vegan yogurt and the crema as well. Whether you wanna make this for a crowd or you wanna make it for yourself, this is delicious. I highly recommend, and you can change in or out the vegetables, the sauce, the crema. If you don't wanna do adobo, you can just have it on its own. It's officially getting dark, which means we got one more recipe, and it's a perfect dinner recipe, perfect for date night, perfect for self-love night, which can mean anything you want it to mean. We're going to actually make sheet pan gnocchi. So let's move on to the next one. But first, I'm gonna eat all of this and might even make another one.
We got another great recipe in the books. Now let's move on to our third and final recipe, sheet pan gnocchi. Yeah, I said it. I didn't know you could do that either. You can apparently take pre-cooked gnocchi and you can roast it. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm on the edge of my seat. This recipe is actually from the New York Times. It wasn't originally a vegan recipe because they used like Parmesan, but everything else was vegan, so I figured I need to try roasting gnocchi because that is the most interesting thought I've had about what I could do with gnocchi in a very long time. From the way it looks, I'm guessing we can expect like a nice crispy outside, but still maintain that like soft, pillowy, warm, comforting, pillowy inside. I'm hungry again, if you can believe it. So let's start off by preheating our oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 218 degrees Celsius. And we're gonna take our gnocchi and we're gonna add it to our sheet pan. And then we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 1 tablespoon of vegan butter. Salted or unsalted, up to you. You don't have to worry about mixing that up quite yet. You can mix it a little bit if you want, because we're gonna get back to that, okay? So just don't panic. First, we're gonna take 1 bunch of asparagus. I love asparagus so much. And we're just going to snap off the woody ends of that. This can be kind of a nice, cathartic, peaceful, fun process, part of the process. I actually really enjoy preparing asparagus. Kind of feels like you're cracking your knuckles if your finger was to just snap right off. But whatever. And we're also going to prepare our leeks. And to do that, we're going to slice them lengthwise in half. And then we're just gonna slice them up. And we're gonna transfer those to their own baking sheet. And then we're gonna do the same kind of thing. We're gonna add 1 tablespoon of olive oil and 1 tablespoon of vegan butter. Again, don't worry about mixing it up yet. I kind of did, and then I realized I don't need to. And then you can just season that with some salt. Now we're going to toss these into our oven. I'm gonna put the gnocchi in the bottom. And after about 5 minutes, that vegan butter should be melted. So you can take those out and quickly give them a nice little stir to coat it all in the butter and the goodness. And then for like 20 to 25 minutes, we're gonna let these cook. They said in the recipe that you don't need to touch the gnocchi. I would maybe once, just move them around a little bit. But then again, if you don't, you get this really nice crisp on the bottom. So it's your choice. I love to do less work. So for the sake of this video, we're gonna try not touching the gnocchi the whole time. I'm just a little suspicious of what that's gonna do to them, but who knows? It's New York Times, they know what's up. And this is where I messed up a little bit. I thought I had frozen peas in my freezer, but actually it was frozen spinach and not peas. So I didn't buy peas for this recipe, so that was my bad. You would add your peas in the last 5 minutes of cooking. Just add them in with your vegetables. And then that's it. I mean, take a look at the gnocchi. Holy cannoli. I mean, the bottom is golden brown, the top puffy, pillowy, as one would expect. And the veggies look beautiful and crisp, and they're sizzling, and they smell so good. Now, this is where I used my brain for this one. I decided to make a creamy silken tofu, lemony, kind of cheesy sauce. Because we're learning and we're growing on this channel, and I'm becoming quite the little chef. I can't call myself a chef. I'm becoming quite the little kitchen scientist. No, not that either. Culinary explorer. Let's go with that. I'm very proud of this cream sauce, I have to say. So let me tell you how I made it. 1 block of silken tofu, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 3 cloves of garlic, half a cup of nutritional yeast, about 1/4 cup of lemon juice or half a lemon, a teaspoon of salt, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of freshly cracked pepper. Now, I waited to add my olive oil until I was blending the other ingredients in the hopes that it would sort of emulsify and combine more into the entire sauce. The last thing we're gonna do is add all of our ingredients together, drizzle our beautiful, creamy, lemony, protein-packed cream sauce over the top, and then garnish that with some parsley and some red pepper flakes and some black pepper, whatever you want, and that's it. And then it's time to try it.
I want to try one of these little roasted gnocchi. As you can see, it's like toasty on the bottom, and then it's pillowy on top. That's really good. I feel like the bottom of it, like, since it says specifically not to flip it after that first time, the bottom is like, it almost like a shell. Like, it's so crunchy and so crispy. It's really good, but it's kind of almost hard to chew. But it is nice and soft on the other side of it. So I'm wondering if maybe with the cream sauce, it'll soften it and then it'll be like perfect. And I have to say, this looks the fanciest. I would pay like $25 to $30 for this at a restaurant. We did it again. This is Michelin star to me. The lemon cream sauce is 1000% worth it. This made so much because I used the whole block of tofu. The cream sauce is really nice and like lemony and creamy, but it is not heavy because it's silken tofu. That in itself feels like I'm cheating in the game of life. I personally think when I make this again, I would put some white miso or even red miso in the sauce as well, just to build it out, give it more body. So if you try that, let me know how that is. And then it works so well with the gnocchi because Since the gnocchi, like I was saying before, is kind of like hard and chewy on the bottom, this softens it in a very, very nice way. The asparagus and the leeks are delicious, really yummy, add even more punches of flavor. I wish I had remembered to have the peas. I think they would be so nice. It would add really nice notes of sweetness, so definitely add those. This is amazing, guys. I'm gonna say ease of making, like, I mean, it really was pretty easy. We had to check on it while it was in the oven a few times. I'll give it an 8.8 out of 10 for ease of making. Flavor, 9.8 out of 10. Delicious, elevated, like luxurious, fantastic. I think as far as nutritional value, I give it like an 8.2, 8.3. It's pretty nutritious. So with the peas, I'll give it an 8.6 out of 10 nutrition-wise. Gnocchi's not like the most healthy thing in the world. Yeah, so maybe I'll give it an 8.4. But it's still good. I mean, carbs are still good. Carbs are good for you. Yeah, maybe an 8. I'll give it an 8.3 on the health scale. This was beautiful. I cannot wait to make this like for my mom next time she visits or I visit home. She's gonna just be obsessed with this. Hey mom, if you're watching, make this. Make it. Make all of these.
Not gonna lie, you guys, these recipes have been absolute superstars. This is like my favorite recipe video I've done in a very long time. I'm really excited about all of these. We'll 100% be making them all again. I think the one I'm most excited about, weirdly, is like the chicken fajitas, because they're so simple and straightforward and don't even require like that much work. But so same with the gnocchi. I don't know, man. Those two really threw me for a loop, but they're all so delicious and they're all so healthy. They're all so good for you. And you can meal prep this, have it throughout the week. You could meal prep all three, mix them around throughout the week. I'm getting so excited here. Anyway, thank you so much to all the creators who are part of this video. I couldn't do it without you. You inspire me every single week. And thank you guys for being here and watching along as I put my own random twists on things and try things out. Either way, I have a blast and I get to eat it also. I'm really the winner at the end of the day. If you had fun, please like and subscribe. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see, what other recipe videos you'd like to see. Is sheet pans a big hit for you? Do you like this meal prep angle? High protein, do we still love it? What are we feeling? Let me know. And in the meantime, I will see you on the next one. Any and all video ideas can either be commented below or you can DM them to me on Instagram or on TikTok. I check them regularly. So thank you so much. You guys are the best. Toodaloo. Ciao for now. Bye.